Hey, it's been a second. I'm back. Hi. Hello. And I wanted to make this video way sooner, but life got in the way. Let's not waste more time and go to the important parts. Some of you might not know this about me, but I'm from the good old continent of Europe. And Europe in animation has a very special place because we in Europe don't really have a face. We have multiple faces. And most of our talented people, they go abroad, mostly in America. It's the sad reality of it. But it still pushes the medium forward. Just not from home, but from abroad. Because, you know, like it or not, animation doesn't pay people as good and as deserving as they should be. Because it's extremely hard work to make animation. You know? If you don't know, you know now. And maybe we don't have those big studios, those shiny stars like Disney and Ghibli, but we still have our talent. And we still have our studios like Cartoon Salon, you know them, they made The Wolfwalker and also Song of the Sea. And also we have Les Armatures that made The Swallow of Kabul and Ernest and Celestine. And if you don't know these studios, there is not a problem. Because now, here, I will present you 5 movies that you should watch because they are just good, in my opinion. But my opinion is right, so in everybody's opinion. Also, the critic score, if you're looking for those, they are also good on all 5 of these movies. So don't trust me, trust the world, I guess. And the fifth place is The Swallow of Kabul. In the ever growing roster of European animated movies, we don't really have a lack of Middle Eastern representation. We have Flea, we have Persepolis, and we have Swallow of Kabul, and a few others. But The Swallow of Kabul, especially, I think it's the most beautiful one because I'm not saying that the other ones are ugly in a way, but just this one takes the beautiful way of Ernest and Celestine and put it in this brutal world. The Swallow of Kabul is a masterpiece that offers a perspective rarely seen in mainstream cinema. It captures the quiet, suffocating reality of a life in a city where beauty has been driven underground. I'm not a Muslim by any means, and it's important to understand that this film isn't a critique of religion itself. Rather, it's a profound exploration of human oppression and the living hell created by those who use power to silence others. The story centers on Mohsen and Zunaira, a couple struggling to keep their love alive under the weight of a regime that views joy as a crime. There is this famous heart-wrenching scene where Zunaira wears a pair of pristine white shoes hidden beneath her long dark robe, a tiny secret rebellion and a way to feel like herself for just a moment. But in this world, even a small spark of humanity is dangerous. Things go terribly wrong when they are caught simply laughing in public. It is an incredibly sad story, but it serves as a powerful testament on how brave people can be when they have nothing left but their spirit. Even the instrument of war, like the painted AK-47s, are rendered with such artistic care that they look strange yet stunning. It's a film that will leave you breathless and deeply moved by the resilience of the human heart. The fourth place. Okay, perfect. It's The Peasant because, there is suffering everywhere in the world, and Eastern Europe, it's not better. And I think The Peasant, it's the best example of why Disney never did a princess here in the Eastern Europe, because here, the worst thing you can do as a living human being is being a beautiful woman and having your neighbor and his son having the same taste in woman. But besides all that, this movie is made by the studio that brought us Loving Vincent, and that's saying a lot. The Peasant is here to make your jaw drop and your anxiety spike. It's a beautiful nightmare brought to life by the same studio, meaning every single frame, it's a literal oil painting. It's high art, but it's also a total disaster for your mental health. Every second, it's a living, breathing canvas, but the vibes are pure suffocation. It's a world fueled by greed, intense staring, and people who desperately needs a hobby that isn't ruining Yagna's life. It's a visceral, stunning experience that shows a world where a woman's body is treated like a commodity, or just Eastern Europe for short. You'll be angry, you'll be stressed, but hey, at least you're watching a masterpiece while you're losing your mind. And trust me, the last few minutes of this movie are really gonna push some buttons. Third place. It's Funan or Funan. I'm not entirely sure how to say it. But the important thing is we don't have suffering just in Eastern Europe and Middle East. We have in Southern Asia also. Cambodia to be more exactly. Because Funan, it's exploring this gruesome war. Because sometimes suffering is not just because of hunger and death. It's because both. Now, I'll be blunt. Funan, it's a brutal watch. It's an unflinching look at a living hell, where a family is reduced to a survival game of backbreeding labor and starvation. But here's the thing, the animation is actually very clean and simple, which makes the emotional hits feel even more personal. It doesn't rely on gore to shock you, it relies on the quiet, agonizing desperation of a mother who would walk through fire just to find her child. It's actually a testament to how animation can tackle massive historical tragedies with a level of intimacy that live action often misses. By the time the credits roll, you won't just feel like a viewer, you would feel like a survivor to the journey right alongside them. It is a powerful, unforgettable masterpiece that proves animation is for everyone, especially those with a heart of steel. We went to second place. Hey, so we have enough suffering. Let's do something more fun. With some suffering, but more fun. And for that, here we have April and the Extraordinary World. I hope I said that right. I'm not gonna say it again. But here in Europe, because everything is different here in Europe, we have comics, but we call them bande dessinée or just BD. And April, it's that a comic book, but in the most European, combined with Ghibli kind of weird combination. It's amazing. It's bonkers, it's crazy, it's beautiful, and it's French. And just imagine that, an alternated 1940s Paris, where steam power is still king because for some reason, all the world's scientists have been mysteriously kidnapped for decades. No electricity, no cars, just giant coal-burning engines and lots of smoke. Almost like current Paris, if we are being honest. And here we follow April, a hasty young scientist who lives in a giant hollowed out statue, on her quest to find her missing parents, with her only friend, a talking cat named Darwin. And if that didn't brought you some curiosity, then I don't know what will, because honestly, Darwin is the real star here. He's sarcastic, he's smarter than anyone in the room, and pretty much a cat. So, do you need anything more? And if you do, this movie feels like a mix between Indiana Jones and a Studio Ghibli film, but with a lot more French attitude. If you want a clever mystery that doesn't involve crying, this is the one. And number one. And before I'm revealing number one, which I think most of you know what it is, don't take this stop as this is the best. No, every single one is the best. I love all of these 5 movies, and this is why I picked them. This one, the number one, it's number one because I think, in my opinion, it's the best, but the margin it's very slight. Like this is not the best and Swallow of Kabul, it's the worst. No, no, no. These are all good. This is just my favorite today. Tomorrow it might be April or Funan. It's just different perspective, different movies, different styles. But the Summit of God, because I'm a fan of going up the mountains, like a normal human or a crazy one, depends on the reason why you go on the mountains. The Summit of Gods, this film takes the raw, physical grid of mountaineering and pushes it through the medium of animation to create something that feels more real than a documentary. What makes this a masterpiece is how it handles the doing. You see every clever rope knot, every agonizing breath, the bone-crushing weight of every step. The animation is clean and realistic, which makes the moment of danger feel absolutely terrifying. You will find yourself holding your breath as they dangle over the crevasse, feeling the biting wind and the thin air right along with them. But beyond the technical climb, it asks a deep philosophical question. Why? Why do these men risk their life for a pig that doesn't care if they live or die? Is it glory? is its desperate need to feel alive at the very edge of existence. The Summit of Gods, it's a monumental journey that will leave you breathless and probably a little bit scared of heights. It is, hands down, my favorite animated movie today. And what I'm trying to say is that these 5 movies are not the best movies ever made. We have such a big and amazing roster that not even I found everything, like Nocturnal or The Cat's Rabbi or Klaus even. But these 5 movies are just 5 different stones, like in the Marvel, like the Infinity Stones. Yeah, these are 5 Infinity Stones that expand on so many styles, so many themes, like Europe. I think these 5 movies are like Europe, a little bit of everything. Because England, Romania, France, Germany, Italy, they are not the same. Just because they are all packed together, they all pack a different flavor. And I think this is the best thing, and animation reflects that amazingly, because everybody has their own taste and vision about how animation should be. And you should take all these 5 movies not as the definitive 5 best, but as small tastes of what European animation can bring to the table, which is honesty and just unfiltered love for the medium. So, thank you for wasting some time with me. And I'm so glad that I have this opportunity to talk with everybody and whatever human, cat, animal likes to listen to my voice. See you very soon, hopefully. Bye.